So I just got back from Greece, and whilst I was out there, I was actually able to have one of my most successful trading weeks this year. And in today's video, I'm going to show you one of the trades that I took whilst I was out there. I'm going to give you a full market breakdown all the way from my analysis to my entry and then my trade management and my exit. But before we jump into the video, as always guys, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any more content. And if you want to join my VIP trading group where I send trades like this every single day, then click the link in the description below. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get straight into it. So first things first guys, before we jump into the trade breakdown, I just want to give you guys some more motivation. If you guys have seen my other videos where I've received some payouts from other prop firms, I've just requested a new payout after this successful week in the markets on Alpha Capital Group, the prop firm. As you can see, I was requested on the 6th of June and the amount was $6,389. Okay, so a nice and healthy amount. After a successful week in the markets, I like to make a withdrawal from my prop firm accounts to, withdraw it, go on nice holidays or spend on more prop firms and, just to do anything essentially. But always like to start some of my videos like this just to give you guys motivation so you understand that it is possible to do stuff like this. And for any of you watching, hopefully this motivates you going forward. But now we'll go straight into the trade breakdown. Right guys, so here we are on USDJPY on the 1 minute time frame. To begin with, just going to talk about the market structure. I will put on the screen now the trade screenshots of the profit that was made on this account, and also a screenshot of the analysis that was sent into the VIP trading group as well. So first things first, I like to look at the market structure. I like to understand who is in control, buyers or sellers, and then get an understanding of whether buyers or sellers are more in control. So then we have our bias to whether be taking buy positions or sell positions. So basically we like to see price tell us a story, and that's how I look through price action. So first things first, we can see how price had this huge sell-off in the market, okay? Clearly sellers were in control, driving price down to this level. We then had a pullback in the market, creating our lower high, and then we had a continuation back to the downside. But notice this continuation didn't break the low point. We didn't actually form a new low within the market. Instead, we formed a double bottom pattern, okay? So let me highlight this, copy and paste that over here. So we have a double bottom pattern now within the market. But remember, this is just the first initial signs of a reversal of bullish market structure coming into play. What I'm not doing is I'm not buying just because I've now seen a double bottom pattern. There's still so many more confirmations, so many more hurdles to get over before my bias switches to buys. However, this is the first stages and the first early signs of that. Next, I need to see market structure shift. I need to see the lower lows followed by lower highs change to higher highs followed by higher lows. So the way I do that is I'm looking for a shift in market structure. I need to see this level here broken. Okay, this is our most recent lower high, and I need to see this level broken, which this strong impulse move here did. Okay, we had a strong impulse move to the upside, and now that has given us our confirmation that we're now in bullish market structure, and I can begin looking for buy positions. Now, how are we going to look for this buy position? Well, for those of you who know how I trade, after an impulsive move, I always look for a correction. Okay, and then it's this correction. After the correction is when I look to jump into buys. So we can see after this bullish impulse move, we begin to see price correcting to the downside. Okay, so let me just draw out this area of support and I'll talk about it in a second. After this initial impulse move to the upside, we get a pullback to the downside. Now, ask yourself, why am I not buying the market down here after we form this higher low within the market? Why am I not taking a buy position there? The reason for that is because of how bearish price is here. Okay, that is telling me that sellers are very, very active within the market, driving price into that level. I do not like to enter off the back of a strong bearish impulse move if I'm looking for buys. If I'm looking for buys, I need the pullback to be very corrective, which will tell me that sellers aren't active within the market. So I'm leaving that. I'm not placing a trade on that position. Then notice how we start to form bearish market structure. We have a move to the downside. We pull back, forming a lower high. We then pull down again. We don't actually form a lower low. We form an equal low. And then once again, we pull back and then we don't form a lower low, we actually form a higher low in this position. So price is just currently correcting, and I can visually represent that by drawing in this trend line, something like that, just to understand price is squeezing in between this triangle pattern, okay, where we have a flat level of support. However, price is forming lower highs. So what am I waiting for now is I'm waiting for price to break away from this correction, which will then give us our confirmation to begin looking for our positions, which is exactly what happens here. We can see we get a break away. Price is now broken away from this structure. We have another bullish move. And now I'm going to be looking for my entry with price to pull back to a key level in the market. Now, how do I look for this key level? So I'm looking for areas of sensitivity. Let me delete some of this unwanted noise. I'm looking for key areas such as here, where we can see there is a previous level of resistance, which has been used as support. I'm looking for this as a key level. But how do I make this level stronger? How do I know that this is the key level? Well, I like to use it in conjunction with a Fibonacci retracement tool from the swing low here. If I drag that up to the swing high, we can see that this level also lines up with the 61.8, known as the golden zone in Forex. Okay, it's a strong level within the Fibonacci sequence, which I like to use for price to pull back to. Okay, so I'm looking for price to pull back to this level. When price gets to this level, I'm not just going to straight away take a buy position. I want to see a shift in momentum. I want evidence that buyers are stepping in from this level. Let's play out price and see what happens. Notice how we've now come into this level and we're starting to get signs of a rejection. So that is why I pulled the trigger and I took a buy position on that level there. Now, how am I going to actually manage my trade? So I'm in this trade, I'm in profit. How am I going to now manage the position? Because you guys know I don't just set and forget. I place the trade and I actively manage it. That's the way I believe you need to trade. So what am I going to be doing? What is my plan of action? I'm going to be trailing my stop loss to break even once this structure has been broken through. Okay, once price breaks through that structure or approaches it, I'll be in nice profits. I control my stop loss to break even. Let's see what happens. Okay, notice how we get a strong move to the upside. At that point, I've trailed my stop loss to break even. Let's drag this down a bit. As you can see, we actually broke and retested that level of resistance as a support. So now I'm running in profit, okay? Probably around a 1 to 3 or 4 at that point. I'm now watching the trade because I'm a big believer in maximizing on winners, not only limiting losses, but maximizing on winners. And the way I do that is by scaling in to second positions whilst the trade is running. Because in my opinion, once you're in a trade and it's running in profit, your probability increases because you're breaking through more levels of resistances. Price is now bullish. So if anything, entering a second position, the probabilities are stacked in that favor for price to continue and makes that trade even stronger. So let me play price out. Okay, as you can see, we pull back to this level of support, which was previously resistance. We retest it and we show signs of a shift in momentum once again with buyers stepping into the market. So I've taken a second position with my stops just below the low point. And by the way, guys, just so you're aware, this wasn't my original take profit level. Okay, this is just where I got out of the trade initially. My first take profit level, my take profit level where I was going to get out of the market was initially going to be up here. But you'll see why I closed out early, and that's what we're going to be talking about. We're in two positions now. One is at break even, one is not. How am I going to be managing the scaling? Well, once again, once price breaks through this level of resistance here and forms new structure, forms a new higher high, then I'll be trailing my stop loss on the scaling position also to break even. See what happens. There we go. We have a break to the upside at that point. I've moved my stop loss to break even on that trade. Both trades are running now risk-free. Now I'm actively managing because I'm running in good profits. Okay, 1 to 3 here, 1 to 5, so almost a 1 to 8. I want to be taking something from this market. Okay, how many times are you running in profit and then it pulls all the way back down to break even or stop loss and you gain nothing from it? There is a certain level where I get to in price where it's like I deserve to take something from this. So it's at this time in the market where price is clearly bullish. I need to be considering where I'm going to be taking my profit, okay, where I'm going to be trading stop losses and stuff like that in order to be able to take something from the market. Anyway, So notice now how we're beginning to reject this level of resistance. Let's continue playing price out. Notice what happens now. Price pulls all the way back, doesn't tap me out at break even, but then it pushes all the way back out. As you can see, once again, we retest this level of resistance. And at that point, I've actually decided to close my trade in profit for many reasons. One, 1 to 8 on a Friday, I'm very, very happy with it. And two, we were approaching NFP. For those of you who don't know what NFP is, it's non-farm payrolls. It comes out on the first Friday of every month, and the markets tend to just go crazy. And you don't really want to be in a trade when that is taking place, because it can slip through your stop loss, so you end up losing more. And if anything, it's pretty much just a gamble if you're holding a trade through NFP. So I closed the trade out at that level, and if I continue playing out price, you can see it was a pretty good level to close out, because price was just very, very messy after there. This trade would have just been a break-even trade. This one would have still been running. I probably would have closed out. But what's very, very interesting, if I continue playing price out, you'll see what would have happened if I did held. There you go. If I did hold through NFP, it would have literally tapped me out at my stop loss. And as you can see, went through the ceiling. So yeah, guys, that is the trade of the week. Very, very simple analysis, very, very simple trades, just breaks of structure, retests, shifting momentums. But the most important part actually is managing the position whilst you're in it as well. Okay, managing your trade, understanding where you want to take profit, where you want to trail your stop losses to ensure you're at least getting something from the market when you're right, because you deserve it. And ensuring that you're not trading around NFP, you're getting in before or you're getting in after. Probably before, because after the markets are just a mess, in my opinion anyway. Great trade, +8 risk to reward on USDJPY. Sent into the group. If you want to join, click the link in the description. You can get in there. No discounts at the moment if you're watching this video, but maybe soon. But yeah, guys, I hope that was helpful. Hope you gained some value. Let me know in the comment section what videos you want to see. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.